Hey there, this is Claudia. Welcome to or back to For the Love of Four. So I originally filmed my craft room tour for 2019 on my vlogging camera that I use for private classes and such. And these two boogers ate it. Mikey Keeley! Mikey Keeley! These two boogers ate my memory card. Did you eat my memory card? Huh? Mikey, sit. Sit. Oh, you're not going to listen? You're just going to pretend to be cute? So I have them blocked off so they don't come running down the hall and bang on my door while I'm trying to share with you. So I'm going to close the door so you don't hear my kids' cartoons or my dogs with their squeaky toy. So I'm going to just give you a quick overview from the corner of my room. I'm sorry that the quality is not going to be as great as that camera would have been, but I still wanted to share. So I did film a build a kit for my stash video for some photos that are well over 50 years old. That was on that memory card. An organizational video for my die cuts was on that card, as well as what are in these bins. So I hope to have time to refilm those. I would like to share with you still. The original video, I shared what was in every single bin. That's probably not going to happen this time. That was 54 minutes long, and I'm going to try to keep it under 20-ish. So let's just jump in. I'm going to start from the bottom. This is my Bible journaling bag, so that might have to be moved. In here, I have two Disney bags I like to use for Disney travel or library. This TJ Maxx bag I use to put albums in when I'm going to crops. That 12x12 slim iris container holds current finished layouts that need to be put into a book. Same thing for the Project Life page protector boxes. I use those to put layouts in. This black bin down here is my jewelry stuff. And then, my personal memory keeping, like cards from when I was a kid and things like that. This one is jewelry. I'm not going to open those because I don't feel like moving those bags. I'm going to actually sit on my stool. I hurt my back chasing after a student, so I really don't want to bend too much. This is crafting tools. So none of these, the bins aren't necessarily full. They just have items according to the tag. This is storage and decor. I have some storage bins that need to go in here. Right next to it, we have empty albums and some that are finished and different projects. Above that, some extra mixed media. So my tool, tissue paper, and things like that. Right here, I have crop items and bags. So things that I use to make cropping easier. So all my bags for my page kits. Right here, I have more crop items. So this is my spray container and different like tool bags. Coming up, this is where my sticker albums go that pertain to crafting, not planning. These are my thickers, so those are word thickers, and then neutral, white, black, and I want to say gray. And then right here are all my colored ones. And then this is a catch-all basket for new items I find at like Tuesday morning and stuff that are older. An old sticker accordion file that holds stickers from like the dollar spot, dollar store, things like that. These are my one little word, December daily, and stamps. These need to be separated into a 2016 album. These are all page protect holders, so different sizes. Then right here, I have a bunch of different photos. All of the gray ones are full. Just some of them aren't labeled or finished labeled. I suck at doing that. But we have all older photos up until 2016. Like literally some are as old as 60, 70 years ago. These two wrapped books are for layouts that are up there that I'll show you in a second. That's the current 2017 albums. I don't actually know why they're switched because that goes on this side. I have my post office bags when I buy stamps in large doilies. I like to use those. They're like glossine bags. Finished albums. This just needs one or two protectors in it. going up, I have paper that I need to go through that is about 4 to 5 years old, if not a little older. And then I have old kits from Cocoa Daisy, empty folders to be able to put new paper and kits into. And then I have full collections in them. And then right here with this empty one, this is all paper separated by color. And then it goes into my Echo Park paper kits, and then collections that I don't want to separate yet. And then starting right here is my scrap room kits. I was subscribed for a full year. I'm taking a break just to go ahead and get through my kits. And then when I have space, I'm going to jump right back in. She will be my only scrapbooking subscription, and then I have for my Pocket Life, Allie Edward. And so I love that. These are all her kits. These are 8.5 by 11 page protectors, and then some more scrap room kits. I have my fabric large Sizzix and then a small travel die cutter. Up here is just some personal stuff. Sorry for waving my hand. Right here are layouts that need to go in those 2 black albums, chipboard, and some mass paper that comes in a big bunch. Some more layouts right here, my score cutter, and then some more layouts. This is a current project that I'm working on for a friend and for a class. And then I have my neutral cardstock, my colored brights that I don't usually touch, and then some more neutral-ish colors. All right, coming right back down here, I am going to grab my stool. And I am going to bring you down. So in here I have snap journals and smash journals. In this drawer I have cards and envelopes. And then inks. Some of them, because a lot of them are in my craft bag. I have roller stamps in here, both of these. A corner cruncher thingy, and then these are all my mini alphas and like smaller sticker words, and then these are all of my enamel dots and gems. Right here is a current project that I'm working on that started in 2018, and these are my personal adventures, so I am crafting them separate from the rest of my albums because I want to have my own story separated. In this drawer, I have some paints and mixed media. Some more mixed media. And down here, I have, I don't remember what's in this one. I think faith and study stuff. Yep. So there's that. That is Disney collection stuff. And then I have just an organizer that holds a bunch of sequins and things that I don't usually access, and that's where I store my extra containers. I bought these boxes after I had filmed the original craft tour, and I'm going to be switching out a few storage containers because I thought those were more pleasing to my eye. So leaning in, this is glitter and embossing powder. And some bags, glossine and storage wise. And then in here is my new products, my kit de-stash. So everything that I have from kits that aren't finished get thrown into here. Dollar store stickers that could be used for a title, and the last kit that I de-stashed is in here. I didn't want to put it into this basket. I have adhesive in both of these drawers. So different adhesives. Sorry, it's a tight corner. I have a shelf right here. So my large sticker books, die cut storage, and then coming up to these albums. These are my 2019 albums. These will be my 2020 albums, and these are my Disney albums. So they will all be filled, but I'm just currently working on them. And then these 4 right here are the first 14 years of my mommyhood. So all of my children have their first 5 years scrapbooked. So I made sure to keep current on that, and I didn't get behind. Now these I'm not going to open. These were a struggle to show inside the first time. I'm just not going to do it. So I have my pen pal stuff, office stuff for my craft tools. This is camera equipment. My Reset Girl and Faith stuff. Office stuff, that is just regular office stuff. Sewing. Cricut stuff. So like both of these have Cricut stuff. And then that right there is where all of my, I don't even remember what they were called. So it got really like big where you used baseball card organizers and you crafted them and you traded them. That's what that is. All right. We're at about 11 minutes now, so I'm going to try to go quicker. This is my collection area with my word from last year, quality, and my Kipling case placeholder. I'm currently using one. Underneath is some office stuff that I didn't want to be seen, some of my bins, my 4x4 All About Me book, a journal. This right here are all my current papers that I'm using, bands and paper clips for my planners. And then I have my stomach that is growling. So this is my zip printer, cartridges and such, some calligraphy pen stuff in the back, empty containers and index cards, different stuff for my memorabilia book. And then I have a catch-all for like my TV thing. And then I have my obscene amount of stamps, probably about $400 worth of stamps. I have an issue. And then just some stationery things for pen paling. I then have my version of Copic markers. I am okay with using the off-brand. There's the Hanu, Oho, I don't know how they pronounce it. And I love those. We have some more office bins that hold things for both me and my husband. Those are the things that like I keep for us. So that's the separation. I have my 6x6 and wooden stamp area. And the 6x6 paper goes back pretty far. I have my stamp and die cut organization, well, some of my stamps. And then I have a makeup catch-all. There's the arm that I was filming on for when I made this kit, but yeah. Up here is just a catch-all and my TV. I was holding that light so it would not have a shadow. Up top are just some of the things I grab at the most. Scissors, some adhesive, organizing bins for when I'm crafting up on top. These are my Alex drawers. So inside I have, I'm going to pull both open for you so you can see. I'm actually going to sit and do it so I don't hurt my back. So I have my washi collection. My stomach really wants me to eat. I don't know if you can hear it growling. I have my chipboard and cork pieces in here. And then I have my wood veneer. So something that I am doing that I have not seen done is I use these to make planner first aid kits. So I leave all the first aid kit stuff inside and then I throw in some emergency washi, a mini pin, a packet of like hand lotion, dealing with paper your hands get dry, paper clips, things like that. Anything that you can think of that is like an emergency thing for planners. And then I give this usually, I slide it back into the packaging and give it to a planner friend when we meet up. I also use them for die cuts, as you can see. So I put a whole collection in there and I'm going to transfer all of those die cuts into these. And it just stores easier. So I have like 10,000 of them. Not really, I probably have like 60 of them. The next drawer is probably one of my current favorite collections, the Flourish collection with a few things mixed in. And I plan on using that for an upcoming project. That's why it's in the drawer and not in a case. And then in here, I am putting together a collection. So here are some of those die cuts. This is where my Disney stuff goes when I am not traveling with it. Right now, I currently have my scraps in here, but this was where my December daily was being stored before I bought the bins. My paper cutters go in there. Paper craft buffet. So the punches. That's empty. And that's all new stuff or things that I got on sale. So that's these drawers. I'm going to pull these out. Oh. So down here, I have printer stuff, makeup storage. I have my pen collection and more office stuff down there. I'm not going to open them just for time reasons, and they're not crafty related. I have my shipping material, Mama's World, like the Women's World magazines. I call them Mama World. And then I have down here travel bags and more travel bags and Post-it note collection. So that is that. I'm going to push these back. I like having these Alex drawers because I can just pull them and push them. And I use them as a crafting area when I am in here to like sort and things like that. But I usually craft in my living room. Those are my chairs I pull out for when my friend comes over and craft. This is all of my makeup stuff that needs to get put back into here. But I need to go through and declutter because my makeup drawers are full. So I love them, but they are full and a mess. So that's what I need to do. My printer, all of my planner stuff that needs to be organized. And in here is my 12 by 12 iris containers that hold the rest of my Cocoa Daisy stuff that I need to get through. And then my full collections of stuff that I really fell in love with. Where I keep my crafting bags, my foldable tables. Here are the rest of my containers that I'm going to use to organize, as well as the bottom shelf behind this cutting mat are all my children's books and my actual kids' books that they passed down to me to keep. And then in here I have baby book, decor scissors, picture paper and labels, as well as my silhouette and my original Cricut. Not the original, but the first large Cricut. Up here is just a storage mess. This is all older stuff that I don't feel like going through, but it all belongs to me. So it's in here and old pictures and things. I'm not ashamed of it, so this curtain always stays open so I can see what's in here. An older sewing machine, and there's another sewing machine that needs to get fixed under these tables. That is my craft room, and this time I kept it under 20 minutes because I did not like go into deep detail. But if there's something that you want to see, message below, and I'll make a video of it that way instead of assuming what you want to see. And as always, thank you for joining me in my sharing journey. And I hope to be tagged in or pointed to your space so I can see how you organize. Take care. Happy weekend. Be loved.